Sean Salisbury here for OpenSports.com, and this is part of that fantasy deal I was telling you about on Tuesday, where you email your questions to fantasy@opensports.com, and make it attention my name, and we'll get the questions out. And every Friday, we'll answer your questions heading into setting your lineup on the weekend. I think it makes it better now, so we can team matchups instead of going and getting some third-string running back on the waiver wire who's not going to help your team win. So again, it's fantasy@opensports.com, and make it to me, Sean Salisbury. And on Fridays, we'll talk about Tuesdays some matchups, but we'll do some other things now with fantasy and some other things with football and get more stuff in there. But on Fridays, I'll answer your questions and see if I can help you set your lineup for the best matchups. And the first one's from Superfan2000. Wants to know if the Steven Jackson game last week when he went off against the Dallas Cowboys was basically an aberration, that the team, now that they're getting hot, they've won 2 in a row, is this one of those things that's kind of a fluke, or is Steven Jackson and the Rams going to continue? Well, for fantasy purposes, obviously I don't know if the Rams can continue to do this. They play the New England Patriots in New England this weekend. But for Steven Jackson, this last week was the way Steven Jackson is supposed to play and the way the Rams are supposed to play. And they still haven't played great as an offense. I mean, Bolger hasn't had one of those 350-yard games that we're used to. But Steven Jackson's a full-grown man. If you got him, keep him. Because the way the Rams are going to continue to win, or at least be in games, is allowing Steven Jackson to touch the football by screens and by running it. Keep Steven Jackson on your roster, Superfan2000, because this is a guy, and when I say keep him on your roster, you got to start him every week. As long as he's healthy, he's got the ability every week to give you 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Rams' only way to win, and now going to New England, their best way to win is to make sure Steven Jackson touches the football. How about from Sporty Lady? She wants to know if Tony Romo, now with him being hurt, but also with Brad Johnson struggling, is Romo a guy that you keep, or would you go for somebody else? Well, now Romo, for just benching purposes, is not going to play basically till after the bye week in mid-November. So you got to bench him. Now, then you got to watch and hear throughout the week that week, and come right on here and ask me the question again, and I'll be able to tell you if I would start Tony Romo depending on the opponent, depending on his timing, depending on how he's come back from that broken pinky finger. But he's not going to play. He's not going to start. Brad Johnson will. Now, I don't think Brad Johnson's a great fantasy quarterback. I would look and find out who your backup is on your roster, and if there's somebody out there who's starting for somebody else. I love Brad as a person, and I think he's a gutty guy, but he's not going to put up huge fantasy numbers. They're going to run the football more. So you got to take Tony Romo out of your starting lineup for obvious purposes. He's not going to play. But then you got to decide in mid-November, is Romo back? Eventually, you want to put him back in your lineup because he'll put up numbers. It also depends on how well the Cowboys are playing, but you got to start somebody else over Tony Romo. Thank you, Sporty Lady. And then finally, Jason, he's got a quarterback and 2 receivers to start this week, and he's got a choice of Eli Manning and Drew Brees. So let's start with the quarterback. Eli Manning's playing the Pittsburgh Steelers who pressure. Now, a lot of times against pressure, you can get man coverage and get big plays. It's going to be a very, very difficult game for Eli and for Pittsburgh both. But I think with Drew Brees' number, especially after he was shut down last week, they're playing the Chargers in London. I'm going to go with Drew Brees because no Reggie Bush means more pressure on Drew Brees. Now, you don't care if the Saints win. You care if the Saints are going to throw for a lot of numbers. And to me, I don't think you keep Drew Brees down 2 weeks in a row. And I'm not big on the Chargers' defense right now. I think they're going to be forced to pass. I take Drew Brees over Eli Manning. Number 1, based on the opponent. Number 2, based on the sheer numbers. Drew Brees is a numbers guy in a fantasy dream. Take Drew Brees. Now you got wide receiver choices. Take 2 of these. Deshaun Jackson of Philadelphia, Marcus Colston, Wes Welker, and Eddie Royal. Now, Eddie Royal, who I feel good as a rookie, but I'm not, the way things are going, and Brandon Marshall is one of the better players in the league wide receiver. I'm going to keep Eddie Royal out of the fantasy this week. And then there's Wes Welker, but going against St. Louis. And could Wes Welker give you a lot? I just don't know with Wes Welker. And St. Louis can't cover. Wes Welker's a good choice. It's too bad you're putting him up against Colston and Deshaun Jackson this week. And Colston's been banged up, but also with the more emphasis on the passing. And his teammate Devery Henderson's averaging like 31 yards a catch. I don't think I'd start Welker this week easy. They're playing a lot of horizontal football in New England. Now, Welker may go out and catch 12 balls for 2 touchdowns, but I probably, out of the 2 receivers I'd take, it wouldn't be Welker and it wouldn't be Eddie Royal, both similar type players that can run after the catch and very, very quick, and I'm a huge Wes Welker guy, and Eddie Royal. But I'm going to go with Marcus Colston because the emphasis on the Saints passing game, and he can get open, and I think Drew Brees is going to make things happen, and they're probably going to be playing from behind at times, so they're going to have to throw more. And then I love Deshaun Jackson is a really talented player. Philadelphia coming off their bye week. This guy can give you points in the return game and as a wide receiver. Donovan McNabb's one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Deshaun Jackson's their most talented receiver, and they've got a game at home this week. Play Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's good, but you can move the football. So for me, I go Drew Brees, Marcus Colston. That's a good combo. I like combo on the same team in fantasy, especially when they throw. And I'm going to take a flyer and say that I like Deshaun Jackson in this football game this weekend more than I do Welker or Eddie Royal. I think those are 4 good choices, but I'll go with Brees, Colston, and with Deshaun Jackson of Philadelphia. So Jason, Superfan and Sporty Lady, thank you for Superfan 2000. Thank you very much. Again, right here next week, we'll answer your fantasy questions. Keep them coming to fantasy@opensports.com. I'm Sean Salisbury. Hope I help you win your game this week. There's a lot of other things going on, but look at the matchups. Plus all the travel, maybe defenses are sluggish, and Drew Brees will bounce back. I think that's a good choice for you, Jason. Stick with it. I wouldn't put Drew Brees on the bench any week for that matter.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy@opensports.com.